Kamusta na kayo?
Hola, hola, everyone.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nico Blitz.
And I'm Jackie Ramirez.
And this is the Mexipino podcast, everybody. Welcome back.
Woo! Yes, we were gone for a week or so.
Yeah,
just a week.
Yeah, we accidentally missed last week, actually, because it was just crazy. Christmas.
Just a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff was happening. Good stuff, though. Like, it's not like nothing that we
Yeah, exactly. Wait, I feel like I need to look at my calendar because I don't know exactly what happened last week. I just know there was a lot going on last week, though.
I was just working constantly, like, last week, I think. Yeah.
You know what happened last week?
What happened, babe?
My sister and her boyfriend, Jason, and the kids, they were actually here from the 19th through
The 21st. Second.
3rd.
23rd.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then we went to Disneyland or California Adventure with them on the 20th. And then I worked, you worked. I was working in the car on the way to California Adventure.
Yeah, like y'all, you should have seen it. So basically, I had just gotten off of work around like 12. And I said, cool, well, I have to get Jackie now, and then we're going to get over to a California Adventure to meet my sister and Jason, her boyfriend, and their kids. And so I picked up Jackie, and literally the entire car ride, she had her laptop on, hooked onto her her phone.
Yeah, I was like using my hotspot, still working. And it was funny because Nico told me, he's like, I'll pick you up around 1. And I was like, okay. So I was working all morning. And then around 12, he texted me. He's like, hey, I'm on my way. I was like, oh my God. I honestly hadn't taken a shower. I hadn't gotten ready. I just got up and started working. And I was like, okay. And then usually it takes Nico about like with traffic on like a Monday, it'll usually take him about like 45 minutes to get to my house, maybe 52, 53. But then that day of all days, it was like 32 minutes. I was like,
it was quick.
I have 30 minutes to get ready right now.
Yeah, it was super quick. I was actually very surprised on how quick we got there because I anticipated to pick you up around 1.
Yeah.
I got to you by 12:30. And then by the time we got to Disneyland, it wasn't even 2 o'clock yet.
Yeah, it wasn't. So, and luckily I'm on the way to Disneyland, so that's why Nico was just going to pick me up too. But yeah, traffic was just like, the one day I actually wanted a little bit of traffic, there was no traffic.
Oh my God. Well, I definitely did not want to deal with any of the traffic. I mean, granted, there wasn't too much, but you know, LA is very unpredictable. So whenever you mention a spot like Disneyland, I'm over here just like, bro, I'm gonna be in the car for like 3 hours.
Yeah, well, then again, it did make sense that there wasn't traffic because it was a holiday week. So all the transplants that came over here to LA, like they left, and guess what? It eliminated traffic.
Yeah, definitely did. Shouts out to the transplants like myself.
Yeah.
Thank you for leaving during the week of Christmas. It actually made travel a lot easier, including well, I mean, I guess we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but Disneyland, first and foremost, was not that busy.
No, it wasn't. Well, it wasn't busy at all, actually. Like, the waits, I was looking on the Disneyland app for California Adventure, and the longest wait that I saw was probably like an hour 20.
Yeah.
And that was for the Cars ride. But yeah.
Yeah.
But we also learned how difficult it is to go to California Adventure.
So for all of you who don't know, my sister and her boyfriend have 2 babies under 2. Yes. And Bria was born back in February of 2020, literally right before the pandemic
She's
hit.
about to be 2.
She's
in
about
a couple months.
She's about to be 2 years old. So shouts out to my niece Bria.
Yes.
And Chance, my nephew / soon to be godson. We haven't baptized him or anything just yet. He was born in June.
Yeah, he's just turned 6 months on Christmas because my niece turned 8 months on Christmas.
Yeah, there we go. And so the thing was, I was over here thinking like, okay, maybe we're gonna get to hop on like a couple rides, and maybe there's, because there's not gonna be a lot of people, but realistically, what had happened, y'all, was that I totally overlooked the fact that they brought the kids who could not be on any of the rides except for like 2 or 3.
Yeah, we took them on the carousel. We took them on this like Inside Out ride that's new. I mean, new to us, at least. We really don't go to Disneyland
It was
like
pretty new.
Oh, it was pretty new?
It was
okay.
pretty new.
And then what else did we take them on? We took them on one more.
We took Bria and Chance on the Ariel ride, the Little Mermaid one.
Oh yeah. And Bria was just not having it.
Yeah.
She was just like, the second we got her on, she was fine throughout the entire line. And Sabrina, Nico's sister, was with us in line. She's like, are you guys sure you want her to go with you guys? And we're like, yeah, it's fine. Because we were just like, you know what? She's fine in line. The second we sat down, she started crying and we were like, oh my God. And I was just like, don't worry. She's going to be okay. And then I was trying to hella hype up the ride for her. I was like, look, Bria, there's Ariel. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, this was her face the entire time. She was just so unamused. She was just like, I don't give a shit about this ride.
She's like, get me off this death trap, yo. I'm totally uncomfortable right now.
I'm in a seashell. Do I look amused?
She just did not know what the hell was going on. And I think that was the funny part about it. I'm like, as much as I feel bad for her being scared, I'm just like, come on, dude. Like, just enjoy this shit.
You're all like, we stood in line for 15 minutes. You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. In addition to that, there were moments where, like, you know, I mean, we were alternating between, like, pushing the carts. Because, you know, like, Sabrina and Jason, they were moving and grooving with the kids, like, I mean, forever. Since they were born, right? Because they're parents. But... So I was like, okay, let me just, you know, alleviate some of the responsibility.
Yeah. We were just like, you know, pushing the strollers, carrying the kids, and we were just like, oh my God, this is a lot of work.
Yeah, and literally me and Jackie looked at each other at the end of the night and was like, yeah, we're not taking kids.
I was all like, we'll wait a couple of years.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait until they can actually just like walk, maybe talk, and, you know, and at least be tall enough to go on the rides.
Yeah, well, then there was that one Bria could, like, possibly go on. And then, like, the girls in the front let you go, but then the guys in the very front who, like, put you on the rides are all like, no, she's too short. I was like, dog, she already waited in line. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And you know what I just realized right now? We just finished watching Spider-Man, but I had left the heater on the entire time. In my apartment.
Oh my gosh, no wonder it's warm in here.
Hold on. Okay, amuse everyone for a couple seconds while I turn off the heater.
Let me tell you guys this right now, that usually Nico does not even turn on the heater. He just chooses to be cold and is like, oh, I'll just do a blanket, and wears like 13 jackets just so he doesn't have to turn on the heater. But that's neither here nor there. Now he turns on the heater when I get here because like he knows that I'm gonna like bitch and complain.
Well, the reason why I do that is because Filipinos are cheap. Filipinos are so damn cheap.
I don't know. My parents, they crank up that heater. They're just like, look, we're not saying it. My room gets so cold at my house because I'm in the corner of the house. So I'm freezing.
Okay, but the thing is, you went to my place. You went to my place for Christmas, right?
Yes.
And we can all agree it was cold as hell.
It was cold as hell, but your parents did give us a heater in your room.
No, they gave us a little portable heater.
Yeah.
But the thing was, the entire house was not hot.
And you know what? So I went to the Bay for Christmas with Nico, and his room is freaking cold. His room is super cold. So his parents gave us a little portable heater. They're like, hey, you guys can turn it on, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay, cool. I would turn on the heater, and then like right before I'm about to go to sleep, Nico's like, turn off the heater. I'm like, dog, it's cold in here. What do you mean? Yeah, I can't sleep with the heater on, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, because the heater makes the room so stuffy, and it's like you're also spending money on the electricity because it was an electric portable heater, right? And so when I sleep, I feel like I'm suffocating because it's just so damn hot and the room is just so stuffy. You didn't feel that way?
No, I love being warm.
Oh my God.
I like it when it's cold and I like being warm. I don't like the heat. Like, does that make sense?
Then just put on more clothes.
I had clothes. I sleep with a hoodie, which Nico also gives me shit for. He's like, why do you sleep with a hoodie? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're so weird. I'm like, because I'm cold?
But I'm saying, so I mean, okay. Granted, I did make fun of you for that because I do not sleep with hoodies on or anything like that. Because I just triple up with blankets, if anything.
I double blanket, I triple blanket, and I have a hoodie, babe.
Okay, so you're not sweating in that? So then why do you need the heater on?
Because it's just extra warmth. I'd rather be like hella warm and then take off like my hoodie than like be hella cold and not be able to sleep. You ever been so cold you can't have a decent sleep?
I've been so cold that I have amazing sleep.
That's weird. You're weird.
What do you mean?
Who can sleep when they're cold?
Me.
Oh my God.
You know where
Anyway.
I'm from? I'm from the Bay.
Okay, anyway.
I'm from the Bay. It is so damn cold over there.
Well, we did go to the Bay for Christmas. So let's talk about that for a second.
Okay,
because we're clearly not going to get anywhere with if I'm going to turn on the heater when we start living together or if you're going to just turn it off in the middle of the night.
But that's what I was leading to. Anyway, okay, so then we spent Christmas back home, well, in my home in the Bay Area, San Francisco. And so I was telling Jackie because she was asking how does your family do their Christmas traditions? I said, okay, my family's big as fuck. They're huge. Mm-hmm. So Christmas Eve, we spent it with my mom's side. Christmas Day, we spent it with my dad's side. And the day after Christmas, we spent it with my friends for a Friendsmas. Mm-hmm. So it was a very compacted, like 3-4 days where there was just event after event after event every single day.
Yeah, and it was really nice though. Like I'd never... You know, I've obviously been around your family and like I've like drank with your family, I partied with your family, but I've never like had like just that much of an intimate setting with your family, and it was really nice to join them, and his family made me feel very welcome, and I appreciate them for that, and it was a really great time.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
It was a great time.
Yeah,
it's funny because you know, I don't think our family necessarily has Christmas traditions. Mm-hmm. So as the day when you asked me, Jackie had asked me like a couple days before Christmas, like what are your Christmas? Yes, Christmas. What are your family traditions? I said, I don't think we have any, but in reality, I think we kind of do. They're just kind of not set in stone. Can you identify them before I say them?
I think Christmas traditions vary. Like there's the traditional Christmas traditions and, you know, whatever, but every family has their own that you don't even think that they're traditions, but they are. And one of yours, I think, is like how you guys do your gifts.
Okay.
How you guys distribute your gifts. It's so like funny and so cool, and like everyone gets involved. Everyone does a chant, and it's so funny. And it's not like each family does like, okay, the Matos family is gonna give their gifts, and no, it's just like whatever your dad picks up. It's like,
yeah. So okay, here's how we'll break it down. We'll go over how my family distributes gifts, and then we'll go out over how Jackie's family distributes gifts, yes, which I have not seen yet.
Yes.
So my family, what they do is my dad is usually quote unquote Santa's elf, right? So he's the one distributing all the gifts. No, my dad is Santa, and then my ate Ashley is Santa's elf. So my ate will basically pick the gift, give it to my dad, and my dad will be like, ho, 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 this one goes to blah, blah, blah.
And it's like, hey. Yeah, and then everyone just starts doing that, and it's so funny. And then like, as you open your gift, like you're center stage, and you're just like, you gotta have this like outrageous response because everyone's hyping you up too, and it's so fun.
You literally have the spotlight on my family to just open up your gift, and everyone is kind of just like staring at you. So I think we probably started maybe around like 7 or 8 o'clock, but then we didn't end till about like 11 or 12. And then every time someone opened up a gift, it was like,
hey.
I'm like,
which is super funny, and it's super cool. It was just like, what is going on? Yeah.
I think the funniest part let's go over your family gift distribution.
Yeah, so basically, honestly, like you said, like you have a big family, I have a big family, so there's so many of us that like when I was younger, I remember like each family would get gifts for every single person, and that took forever. So as we got older, we just ended up doing a Secret Santa for the adults and Secret Santa for the kids. And then after that, now it's just kind of like the kids that get the extra gifts, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So what we do is like we go by family. Like we do like my family, and then Jacob and Denise, which are my brother and my sister-in-law, then my uncles, my aunts. And so each family gets a turn. But in between time, we do games. We play games. So my aunt and my uncle, they usually host Christmas at their house because they love to do that. And my aunt will just have, she comes up with these like games every year. It's like different games every year, which is really cool. Like there's one where she starts, like it's a huge saran wrap ball, and then you have to unwrap the ball with oven mitts. And it's super like difficult.
What the hell? That sounds hella difficult.
It's hella difficult, and like in between each layer of the saran wrap, there's different prizes. So there's like a lotto scratcher, or there's a small little prize, or there's money. So the faster you do it, the more prizes that you get. And the only way it can get to the next person is if the next person rolls like a 6 on the dice. Does that make sense? And so once they roll a 6, you pass it on.
Okay. I mean, I think I have to see more of a visual.
Yeah. And so then in the center, there's like the prize.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Basically, the goal is just to unravel the...
Unravel, and then we have another one, like an ornament game. We have like musical chairs, obviously, for the kids. And then there's just a bunch of different games that my aunt has. Yeah, and then usually we do either ugly sweaters or just Christmas pajamas or...
Yeah, I think one year we actually did ugly sweaters. I want to say maybe that was like...
Last year.
It was last year, actually. We did do ugly sweaters.
Yeah, it was last year.
I remember going into a Spencer's and I was like, fuck, I need to buy an ugly sweater somewhere.
I remember you telling me that. And I actually saw the ugly sweater in your closet when you were back home. And I was just like, dang.
But, oh my God, yeah. I think it's safe to say that like our... I guess Christmas traditions just vary every year. Like we just try to switch it up. I remember one year we tried to do a Secret Santa for my mom's side, and it just was not working because basically after everyone had picked out names, my grandma, who just has a plethora of sisters, they would all just ask each other like, "Oh, who did you get? Who did you get?" So then the surprise was just ruined at that point. And
no, it was technically not a secret at all.
Yeah, it was just like, "Oh, just let me know what you want, and then I'll buy you the gift."
See, what my family does is like we do the Secret Santa, and then we have like the family group chat where literally everybody, and it's like 14 people in there. Like that's just the adults and like the teenagers, and we send like a list of what it is that we have on our list. And usually everybody sends like a link in that message. So that way we just click and buy. And it's so easy.
No, and it definitely is way easier that way. I think for the Secret Santa for your family this year, like because we couldn't join, I just like sent over some links and it was like the easiest thing. And I was like, oh my God, we need to do this every single year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot more convenient.
Well, I'm talking about a Secret Santa, like for my family, right?
Oh.
Like it was a Secret Santa time where like Amazon wasn't as popular, I guess. So it's like the idea of just like sending links was just not really a thing.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, when on Christmas Day, we drove over to my aunt's house from Daly City to Pittsburgh, which is about like an hour distance, right? Mm-hmm. And so my grandma, on my dad's side, she just likes to give all the kids money. And so my dad thought it was a good idea to go to a bank
on Christmas Day.
Not even day. It was damn near Christmas, like evening. It was like 5-6 o'clock at this point. And I'm just like, we're really going to try.
It's closed, Dad. Yeah, you're like, it's closed.
And I was trying to like, I wasn't trying to be that up front, but I was saying like, hey, Dad, like, why don't you just like Venmo everyone? Because we had to go to downtown San Francisco, pick up my grandma, pick up my uncle. And, my grandma's 92, so it'd take a long time to get my grandma in the car. I'm just saying. And then my dad's like, oh, let's go to the bank. We go to the bank. It's obviously closed. And I'm like,
and what's funny is that your dad was like, why is it closed? I'm like, because it's Christmas Day and it's like 6:30.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, like, of course it would be closed. If anything, I thought it would be closed by like 12 in the afternoon.
I thought it would have been closed by like 2, so I was just like, okay.
Yeah, so.
Right. But I wasn't going to say that.
I mean, I didn't want to say it either because I was already like, whatever. Like, he's our only way over there, so I don't want to piss him off like while we get there, right? So then literally, I told my dad, why don't you just Venmo everybody the amount
That
that my
grandma.
grandma, that Lola Milo, wants to give everybody.
Yeah, and then he did end up doing that. He ended up zelling everybody. I was watching him as he's like, hey, what's your number? And then your cousins are like, you don't have my number? He goes, no, I do. I just need it for Zelle. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God, see? And the evolution of Christmas. We're no longer going to the bank, giving money. We're no longer guessing what everybody...
And it goes directly to your bank account.
Exactly. And we're no longer guessing what the next person wants. Just send the freaking Amazon link.
Exactly.
Man, look.
Convenient.
Convenience. You're happy. I'm happy. Everyone's happy. Because
Yeah.
everyone got what they wanted, and everybody's in the family setting.
Exactly. And you got to buy the gift that you wanted instead of getting like socks. Instead of getting a Monopoly game.
Oh, man. I wasn't even going to bring that up. Shout out my cousin. Okay, I gotta talk about this then. Tita Leia, if you're hearing this, I'm so sorry. So, y'all, my cousin who you bank with on Twitch, his whole brand surrounds Monopoly. And so his mom bought him a gift and was like, son, I can't wait till you open up this gift.
Because she was hyping up the gift. And,
Yeah, and
it was a heavy gift. And we were all like, oh, damn.
I was like, damn, what the hell did she get?
Yeah, I was like, dang, this is going to be a good gift. And mind you, it's Matthew, and then I'm sitting next to Matthew, and then Nico's next to me. So we're both like, ooh, okay, like we want to see what Matthew's going to get.
And so Matthew, who you bank with, opens up this gift. And it was a board game of Monopoly. It was like a nice board game of Monopoly.
Yeah, it was like a collector's Monopoly board, like a wooden board or something like that. And then like it was really nice. Don't get me wrong. And you're like Tita Leia's like meaning behind it was
Yes,
her intention behind it was
yes.
very, very pure. Because then she's like, oh, it's because you collect Monopoly stuff. And Matthew was just saying like, I don't know what you want me to do with this. I was like, oh my God. I was like, no.
That was funny.
And then she's like, well, you can collect Monopoly. He's like, Mom, that's just my branding. And poor Tita Leia doesn't understand what branding is. And she was just looking at him like, I don't know what you're saying.
It was funny. It was so damn funny. It was like one of those moments where I was just like, I cannot believe this is happening right now.
And then Nico over here is instigating and tells Matthew, he goes, you can play with the Twitch chat.
And he's like, what, you want me to play like by myself and then have someone in the chat just determine the next move? And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what you should do, bro.
You're horrible.
Christmas fails. I think that was like one of the first Christmas fails. That was probably like one of the top 5 Christmas fails this year.
Yeah.
The second Christmas
Well,
fail.
I know. I'm curious about the other top.
The second Christmas fail. My parents had bought me some Space Jam Crocs. So I was already like blasted at this point. I was drunk. Mm-hmm. And so when I opened up the Crocs, I said, oh my God, like I love these Crocs.
These are Space Jam Crocs.
Yeah, like they had the Space Jam colors. They had its own Space Jam pins on the Crocs. And I'm like, these are lit. Like, I love these. So as soon as I put on the Crocs, I said, why does the one on my right feel a little bit more tight? Maybe I'm just drunk. I don't know.
Maybe you had it in sport mode.
Maybe it was in sport mode, and for some reason, the Space Jam sport mode just decided to get tighter on my foot, right? So, the left Croc, I flip it over. It said a men's 9. Mm-hmm. The right Croc, I flip it over. It said a women's 9. Which is a men's 7. I said, oh, hell nah, man.
That was so funny. And what's even funnier is that your mom was like, I've had these since November.
She tried to get the gift so early.
She got the gift really early, and it still was the wrong. But that's so random.
It's random as hell. And the funny thing is that it was from Crocs. She didn't buy it at like a bootleg store or,
Yeah, they were actual Crocs.
They were from the Crocs manufacturer, is what I'm trying to say. They're from the Crocs manufacturer, so how did they mess up?
I have no idea, which is so funny. Did your mom ever email them?
Yeah, she was like, hey, like, just I'm gonna buy you like the same pair. Hopefully we can just find your size. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, let's just run.
Well,
it
she
up
should
then.
just email them. I'm pretty sure they can like just actually send over.
No, they ran out. Babe, she bought them in November,
Well,
and those
yeah.
that was like that's a hot Croc.
Well, maybe Crocs can refund her.
I mean, I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so. I don't know what she did.
Yeah, I really.
Okay, that was the second Christmas fail. Oh, I had the third Christmas fail in my head.
Well, I don't even know what fails you're talking about.
I think
if
the
I'm being
third
honest.
Christmas fail has to do with Costco.
Costco. Oh my God.
So
Stop. No,
so-
we're not talking about
No, we aren't
that.
talking about this.
No.
We're talking about this because it was absolutely funny. Absolutely funny. And if y'all are on YouTube, you can see Jackie's face. She definitely does not want to talk about this.
I really don't want. I'm gonna blow out the candle right now.
Oh my God. So my aunt, she just came out of nowhere.
I'm scared to talk about this.
She just came out of nowhere with a gift for Jackie, and I
Yeah.
was like, "What?" I was like, "That's cool."
Yeah, because it was your dad's side, and I didn't know if they knew I was coming, and I just didn't know. So then when
Because I don't think like I told them. I only told my like immediate family that you were gonna come.
Yeah, and so then when your cousin Andrew was like, to Jackie, and I was like, huh? I was like, is there another Jackie here?
Yeah, and I was kind of just like, "Wait, Jack, she got a gift here. What's going on?"
I was like, okay. I was like, all right.
So Jackie ends up opening up the gift, and inside was this. It was like a pink tutu one piece, extra small, from Costco.
Dress-ish looking thing. I really don't want to talk about it because I have a feeling like, what if your family hears this?
I'm talking about it. I'm the one dogging them. It was just funny because it was random, and I was like, huh? Because my dad's side of the family has a history of buying the most random gifts. And I'm just like,
Wait, so does Christmas fail number 4 include your mom's gift?
Christmas, yes, Christmas fail number 4
Can I
would
talk
include.
about that one?
Please do.
So I opened my gift, right? And then shortly after, Tita Nico's mom, she opens her gift, and she looks at her gift, and they were really nice, like pajamas from Costco. So I was just like, oh, those are nice.
They were nice.
And she goes, yeah. And then we thought it was a matching set. So what ended up happening was that she was gifted the same bottom pants twice, and from the same, like in the same gift. So she didn't get the top and the bottom. She just got 2 bottoms.
She got 2 pairs of pajamas, and I'm like, bruh, this is hilarious. Mind you, it was from my same aunt.
Oh my, yeah, it was from the same
I
one.
think it was from my Tita Vicky. Hey, Tita Vicky, if you hear this, I love you. I love you because you you try.
Oh my God.
And that's all any of us can really ask for. You try, and I appreciate you, Tita Vicky, always.
I'm sorry because I just thought about the other present mishap that night.
Oh, go ahead.
Was that the
There was another one?
the one with Matthew and Nate?
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that? Go ahead.
Yeah, so there was another Christmas like mishap with the same hat. So Nico's cousin brought her boyfriend, right? That's her boyfriend.
Yeah, shouts out to Nate.
Yeah, shout out to Nate. You make some great mac and cheese, dude.
Great mac and cheese, bro.
So
I'd be your boyfriend.
oh
It's a joke.
okay, anyway.
Kidding.
So Nate is supposed to get a gift from Tita Vicky. And so then Tita Vicky's son Tita Joy's son, Andrew, is the one that's passing out gifts. And he goes, to Matthew from Tita Vicky. And then so Matthew grabs the present. He's like, oh, cool, thanks, blah, blah, blah. And then like a few presents later, Andrew goes again to Matthew from Tita Vicky. So I was just like, dang, okay, like, all right.
Tita Vicky hella love Matthew.
I don't even think Matthew caught on to it because I think Matthew was just
thinking, said, oh, thank you for the gift.
Yeah, he was just thinking that he was getting gifts. So then I see Tita Vicky stressing in the corner and she's telling her daughter, or she's telling
Andrew, my cousin, like.
No, she was telling Andrea.
No. What was happening was, so we both just got confused. She was asking Matthew, who received both gifts, asking, hey, did you get an extra gift? And he said, no, I don't think so. But he was totally just like clueless.
Yeah, he just thought he was getting gifts.
Yeah, he didn't realize that he got two separate gifts
from Tita Vicky.
Yeah.
So then Matthew opens up the first gift and he goes, it's a running pack, and he goes, oh, cool, thanks, like blah blah blah. And then he just immediately turns to me. He goes, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this because it was a running pack. And then I was just laughing, and then he opens up the second gift, and then he tells Tita Vicky again, like, thank you, and it was boxers. And so at this point, Tita Vicky's like, oh my God, like, he was not supposed to get one of those gifts, and it was the running pack he was not supposed to get because it was supposed to go to Nate. So then Tita Vicky comes over, and she's like, can I see the wrapping paper? and Matthew's like, yeah, for sure. So then turns out Andrew misread Nate and Matthew for some reason.
Yes.
And he gave Matthew Nate and Matthew's present. And so then so Matthew was just like, honestly, just take the running pack. She goes, are you sure? Like, no, you can keep it. He goes, and he straight up told Tita Vicky, he goes, I'll be honest, I'm not going to use that. I'd rather keep the boxers.
And that's why I love Matthew. He's just so upfront and so honest, so blatantly honest.
With anybody.
That shit was so damn funny. Another Christmas, I mean, I guess we're creeping out, but I guess like the bonus, because it's kind of like a mixture between a fail and also a win, was for my, it might be a new tradition for my dad's side of the family. I'm not sure, but we were playing some games. And so one of the games included, it was a TikTok game. So basically there was money spread across the table. One person had a blindfold, a paper plate in their hand, and also a spatula in the other hand. So the objective of the game was to scoop up money using the spatula, and whatever you can get onto the plate, you get to keep.
Yeah.
And you get 3 tries at it until the money circulates between every player, and the money is gone, right?
Yeah.
So
and if you think about it, if you're Mexican, think of it as like that
cotton ball.
The cotton ball game that we play at baby showers, where it's basically just that you're blindfolded. That's basically it.
That's basically. I mean, I don't know what that is, but it's the same thing, right? So what happened was, there was literally one $20 bill in the entire pile.
Yeah, so there was a mixture of singles, 5s, 10s, and then one 20.
One $20 bill. So it's Jackie's turn. I had already gotten like maybe $7, and it was Jackie's turn. I have the video on my phone, but basically what happens is that Jackie on like the absolute last turn, Jackie flips money into the plate. She accidentally grabs the 20.
And when I tell you guys, because then everybody's hyping you up while you're blindfolded, so you don't know if you're actually getting money or they're just playing with you. So I thought they were just playing with me because I didn't feel any weight on the plate. So I was just like, I didn't get any money. I take off the blindfold, I see $21 on there because I got the 20 and I got $1, and I was just like, instead of being like happy, like I was like, oh my God.
She was like, I'm stealing money from these Filipinos.
Oh my God, don't say that. And like at first I was like, oh my God, I got the 20. But then I quickly like changed and I was like, oh my God, I got the 20. Like I felt so bad because I was just like, they're probably thinking, who the fuck is this girl who comes for the first time and then gets the $20 bill off this game? And blah, blah. And I wasn't gonna play until your cousins were like, no, play.
They wanted you to play. They wanted you to participate.
And I was just so like, we ended up together. Nico and I ended up walking away with like $50.
Because we just counted everything at the end, and literally everyone was like, oh, I got 20, I got 10, I got 5, I got like 17, and then we just combined ours, and it was like a total of like 50. And I'm just like, well, shit, like I know at least every single turn I got at least $7, so that's like at least 20 something dollars.
Yeah, and then
Jackie got her 20.
Everybody kept saying like, Jackie, you're so good at this, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't want to say like, oh yeah, we play this game in like Mexican baby shower, blah blah blah. So like I was just like, oh thanks. So then Nico ended up giving like singles to each of the cousins, so that way like it just felt better.
Yeah, because I didn't want to feel like the old guy at the party, like just hella pilfering money from all the kids. Because I'm like, here, just. You take $1, you take $1, you take $1, you take $1.
But then like everyone on like is a teenager, so like yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair, we did end up using that money for a family gathering that we did on the 26th before and I guess after the whole Friendsmas that we did with my friends too, because we basically used that $50 or something, whatever, to pay for some of the Korean barbecue expenses, the homemade Korean barbecue expenses that we had with my mom's side of the family on the 26th.
Yeah, which was really good. And we ended up walking away with a Korean barbecue grill from the Friendsmas thing.
Yes. So let me tell y'all how sad my my Christmas journey has been for these past couple of weeks. It's been sad, but then it was revitalized.
It's been
literally
an emotional roller coaster for you.
Well, I'm talking about a physical roller coaster, and more, and slight emotion because things are playing with my emotions, right? So, what had happened was, for the club I work for, Arena, we had a white elephant. Long story short, I had a massage gun in my hand. And it was taken away from me. So, 0 for 1 on the massage guns for Christmas. And then, for the Friendsmas, I ended up stealing another massage gun. So, over here, I'm thinking I'm 1 for 2 for the massage guns. And then, immediately after, that one gets stolen from me. So, now I'm 0 for 2 on the massage guns for Christmas. And that night, we ended up with a Korean barbecue grill, which Jackie said earlier, which is absolutely amazing. We don't have it because we could not take that motherfucker on the plane. When we did land back to LA, and we did a little Christmas with Jackie's family, her mom and her dad and her mom actually gifted me a massage gun.
And it was funny because they gifted it to him because I had told them about what happened with the massage gun and the white elephant. And then I told Nico, I was like, look, you got one. And then he's like, I've been getting it stolen from me. And my dad's like, I know, that's why we got it for you. So yeah.
Thank you.
Have you even used it yet?
I haven't used it yet, but I definitely need to use it on my lower back because watching this damn Spider-Man movie, I was feeling it. Because we were on like the left-hand side of the movie theater, so my body was turned the whole time, and I'm like, ugh.
You picked the seat.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be like, I wasn't like, it was uncomfortable, but it was bearable.
Yeah, I get you.
It's okay.
Well,
it's
at least now we know how that theater sits.
Yeah, good theater. And by the way, we're not going to spoil any Spider-Man for all of you who have not watched Spider-Man yet.
But it was a great movie.
It was a great movie. We'll just say it that. A lot of tear-jerking moments.
I cried a lot.
Yes. And I mean, Christmas is over. That was Christmas.
But
Maligayang Pasko, that's how we say Merry Christmas in Tagalog.
Oh, Feliz Navidad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with the Christmas wrapping up and December coming to an end, that also means the year is coming to an end. And 2021, I was about to say 2020, Jesus Christ. 2021 is coming to an end. And Nico and I just want to take a couple of minutes and reflect on, what happened to us individually this year and as a couple, because I feel like this year we both grew a lot.
Yeah.
And we're both very grateful for the opportunities that we both have been presented to us, and we can't wait to see what the new year brings for us.
Yeah. You want to go first with your POV 2021?
Shout out DJ Kizza.
Yeah, shout out DJ Kizza. POV 2021.
You know what I think would be cool is looking at my camera roll and seeing.
I was gonna be like, I'm gonna look at my calendar.
Yeah, see, because you put everything in your calendar. I don't. I just wing it, you know. And if I forget something, I forget something, and that's not a really good thing to do. It's
just a lot easier for me to look at my calendar. Jesus Christ, I was busy in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you were. You were just busy all year, babe. Okay. So January, let's see what happened in January. What did happen in January for me? Dang, I was going really hard with my lash business in January still. And then February came around, and what happened in February? Oh my gosh. Still going hard with my lash business, but I think what was truly a defining part in 2021 was baseball season. March through October, which is more than half the year.
Yeah, that's when you got super busy.
Yeah, so March I just, started working again at Dodgers. I started working at Quakes again and hosting, and it was kind of an adjustment again, learning how to be around people, be around, with these protocols going on still and not at a full capacity at the stadium. And then going to Quakes, I was able to go back and be their host. Actually, this year was the year that I was their solo in-stadium host. And I got that opportunity. I was so excited for it. And it was definitely a struggle at first because I live in East LA and the Quakes play in Rancho, and
hella far.
That's like a hour 45 drive, and sometimes I would have to do it 6 days in a row. And
I remember that.
It definitely took a toll on me, and I remember I would tell Nico, like, I'm tired of it, like, blah, blah, blah. Not necessarily that I'm tired of, like, my job. I was just tired of driving and being home for a full year beforehand, and then all of a sudden adjusting and like driving damn near 100. No, it was actually 100 miles there, and like there and back is 100 miles. So 6 days in a row, I would drive 600 miles.
Yeah, you filling up your tank like twice
a week. And so then that happened. Going back to Dodgers, so then separating, work in Rancho and work here in LA. And then I told myself, you guys have heard it before. I told myself I was going to give myself a full year just being Blue Crew again, working in the back ends of production and for Dodgers. And then you pushed me to just be like, hey, just say it, And then I talked to Dave Stiles, who has really been a mentor to me, whether he sees it or not, because I don't think he sees it.
The fact that you called Dave Stiles your mentor.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, Dave did encourage me to talk to my boss now for hosting, and because of it, I got the opportunity to host for the Dodgers, and hopefully, by the looks of it, I'll be back next year, and I'll be back next year for hosting. And after that, came other opportunities. I did hosting for a very short time. I did hosting for a live streaming music company. I was just the host for them, introducing local bands. I did that. After that, continued with baseball season. Once the season ended, I started back up with iHeartRadio, working in their marketing or in their promotions department, dealing with, a lot more responsibility than I had before. And shortly into getting iHeartRadio, I was given the opportunity to host for UCLA.
Yeah.
And
nonstop year, huh?
Nonstop year. And when I think about it, just saying all that out loud, I'm just like, dang, what the heck? I really am grateful for all the opportunities that have been presented to me that have yet to come. And I know that 2022 is definitely going to be another defining year for me. But 2021 was the year that I found myself. I found a lot more worth in myself and a lot more credibility within myself.
There you go, babe. Happy for you.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you. Dang, can I follow up? January, I was just twitching. I mean, I was twitching every single day still from the looks of this.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was.
You were still going on your 365.
Yeah, I was still going on 365 days straight at that time. January, February is when I started working on the Bootleg Kev podcast. So I was filming a whole bunch of his podcasts during then. And then, come March is when I apparently had a wedding to do, and I was starting to do like interviews over the internet, like, so often. But I mean, if y'all look at this YouTube, it's just, my calendar was just completely packed up. And then I think in March is also when I started working on the Bootleg Kev show. So we tried doing this hybrid of me working on his podcast and also the show, but then it was like I had all my Twitch stuff going on. I was working on my own show at the time, and I was working with Mix Global as well, putting together raid trains on Twitch. It was a lot. So he was like, "Hey, like, I just don't think it's gonna work out." And I'm like, "Cool, I don't think it's gonna work out either." So let's just have me work on the show as the producer, the radio show. And then I think when did I become partner? I think I became a Twitch partner maybe by like March or April. You know what happened in March actually?
Your birthday.
We put together, my birthday. We had my birthday celebration stream where I brought out like a whole bunch of my artist homies: Miles Parrish, Dana Marr, Janelle Maurice, JC, Twee, Louis Franco. And then literally like a week after that, we did
December.
And my boy December, yes. And I think a week after that, we ended up doing a Foster the Banana stream. So we were raising money to stop AAP I Hate. And that was cool because I think that was like one of the biggest highlights of my year, to be honest, because I mean, we were raising money for such a good cause. And on my Twitch stream, I didn't get the note that we were going to be on front page until like day of. And I literally had like 7,000 people in there at once, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, there's a whole bunch of like bots going on, like, but it was like real people just like watching and listening. And so once I realized like how much we really had, I'm like, oh yeah, like we can do so many amazing things through Twitch and with charities. And I think for that overall stream, I had like over 100,000 viewers, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of lit. So, and it really motivated me. And then I think a month after that, I actually became a partner on Twitch, which was another huge moment for me.
Yes.
And also in April too is when I had my first arena gig. I was at Arena SF.
Really?
Yeah, April 10th.
That's crazy.
April 10th. And I mean, literally the whole arena story comes all the way after that. And then I guess after that, there was a whole bunch of just, you know what happened for May and June and July, I guess, was just preparation for my schedule. Those were the critical months for me just to get my schedule like really to how it currently is right now. Work on the Bootleg Kev show in the morning, Twitch in the afternoon, crank out some content like then as well. And I feel like I needed those 3 months with nothing like super poppin' happening to kind of just like get everything going in like a very orderly fashion. Let's see. I was already doing gigs, in real life gigs again by July. And it kind of just kept on going after that. I mean, the list is kind of endless from there. I mean, I did Dodgers, I did the LA Kings, I did a whole bunch of like Filipino.
Did the Chargers.
I did the Chargers multiple times. 6269 night market with AJ Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I mean, this list just kind of just kept going. I mean, and we could go over like all the concerts and whatnot, but you know, like it's just been like just so crazy, really. And even like I think another highlight of this year was really starting just all these pieces of content, Mexipino podcast, Nico Blitz podcast, and like it just really made me happy to start these things up again, because I'm like, this is also what I love to do in addition to the DJing. And because I have in real life gigs now, it's like cool. So now I have the opportunity to just I guess organize everything on a daily basis to where I don't have to stress about what to do the next day, because I already know what I'm gonna do. Mm-hmm. Which that might not be like good for everybody, but in terms of my schedule, that's the best way it works.
Yeah.
So.
The way that you organize things and finding that balance too.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's actually very good to reflect. I mean, you know, I've said this all year, but I think 2021 was definitely a year of growth. Mm-hmm. Not only for me, not only for you, but for a lot of people. And I mean, you literally had all the time in the world to either up your growth or stay stagnant or possibly get worse. Mm-hmm. I hope it wasn't stay stagnant or get possibly worse for anybody. And I hope everybody in some little way, whether it be career, personal life, or what have you, you saw some growth. Mm-hmm. And you know, if that happened for you, I congratulate you and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, that was our year, and kind of in a nutshell, even though everything in between was a lot more chaotic.
Yeah, it was a lot more chaotic. And, you know, that being said, you might be listening to this particular episode like right before the new year, or you might be listening to this particular episode like right after the new year. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, we do also want to go over some New Year's resolutions. And shoot, you want to go first? Because we kind of got this back and forth thing going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, for 2022, like I said, I think we talked about this the other day, where I said 2022 for me, I want it to be full of the standard happiness and love and everything like that. But more importantly, I want it to be a year for me personally in my career to grow in so many ways, where I want to provide good content. I want to put myself out there even more, and I want to take over however I can. I want to take over SoCal in so many ways. I want to be, you know, I mean, I'm putting it out there that I want to have at least one team in every major sport.
Yeah.
I
think you can do it.
I think so too. And hopefully I am, because I don't want to have a season off. And I think it could happen. I'm putting it out there that I hope it will happen. I also want to be a face for an entertainment platform, for 2 entertainment platforms. What those entertainment platforms are, I am determining that on like my own as to what I actually want to do. I do have one, hopefully, that is already probably in the works. But like I said, I want to be the face of an entertainment platform and provide that entertainment news and be an entertainment host and public figure like that. And I want to grow as much as I can in 2022. And that's, like I said, that's for career wise. And personally, I think emotionally, I want to grow as well. I feel like I have gotten a lot better this year emotionally with my growing. But next year, I want to have more of that attitude where I don't care. I just want to, you know, not have to worry about overthink things. I want to work on like not overthinking. I want to work on not being sad sometimes or getting in my funks that I get in sometimes. I want to be emotionally just happy all the time. So I think those are my goals for 2022.
That's what's up, babe. I think my goals for 2022 is just freaking balance. I have this tendency to just do a lot of things at once. Well, not a lot of things at once, but I have a lot of things to do throughout the day, and balance is definitely the key, and I think I've definitely gotten better at that over this past year. But I mean, there's a lot of things that I want to do next year. So I mean, the Bootleg Kev show, obviously, so continue the radio stuff. I'm gonna continue being on Twitch at a more scheduled pace. So Mondays and Tuesdays, at the very least, I can be on from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m., 9 p.m. roughly. And I want to at least do that, not only for myself, but most importantly, everybody on Twitch who discovered me on there and who just enjoys me playing music and just communicating with everybody. And, you know, I always owe it to Twitch family, because some of these opportunities that I've gotten this year would not have happened without Twitch. So thank you so much for that. And then just keep on podcasting, be on a very consistent pace to create content and push out content. And what I mean by that is right now is the creation of content, doing the podcast, and pushing out the content is being consistent with making the clips, putting them on social media, whoop-de-whoop. And not only for YouTube and Instagram and all that, but also for TikTok, because I do notice that like when one thing goes well, I'm going to like really go for it, and then I'm going to kind of like pull back a little bit, and then I kind of just forget about it for a bit. And I want to get that habit out of me. And, so for TikTok, for example, I just told Jackie this earlier, but I'm going to make sure I have like a scheduled date or a scheduled day where literally all I do is just all the TikTok content that I need for like another week or so. That way I have something to post like every single day. And, I think once I get into that habit, like it already seems like clockwork right now. And I just want to, I guess, fine tune any mishaps that I might need to enhance.
Yeah, I get you. Well, I think that you'll be very successful next year, babe.
Oh, we will. Both of us will.
Yeah, we definitely will be. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's going to be I feel like it's going to be in the best way possible. Like, I feel like it's going to be a long year, but also a very quick year, too.
Yeah, I think it's going to get quicker. I definitely think it's going to get quicker.
So, we'll see. I mean, we're both already going to be busy as it is. Like, yeah. We can already predict our schedules, Yeah,
exactly.
So I can only imagine with how our schedules will be with the things that are yet to come.
Exactly. Before we head out, we do want to give a spotlight to this chicken spot that we just had. Hey, what was it called? Because Jackie just bought it from like Postmates.
Bangin' Buns.
Bangin' Buns.
Here in North Hollywood. It was hella good.
Hella good. Like, yo, if you don't want to wait for Dave's, for example, and Dave's is fire. I love Dave's, but Bangin' Buns, they had this like concoction of like chicken fries and oh my God, it was like chicken on a bed of fries with some coleslaw and some pickles and like that. I don't know what sauce that is. Thousand Island, whatever their secret sauce is.
Like
it was
chicken
just good.
Sauce. Yeah, like a hot chicken sauce. Really good.
It was fire.
It was really fire. I think I should get the fries next time. Oh, now I want tenders. Now I want to heat them up.
Just heat them up and then eat it and then leave.
And then leave. Oh.
Well, no, because I know you want to leave because it's raining right now, and I know you didn't want to like stay in like traffic while it's raining.
Yeah, but the way you said it,
my God,
it made it seem like just eat and leave, babe. God,
I'm so sick. Anyways, this is the Mexipino podcast. Thank you so much. By the time you listen to the next podcast, episode 4, I believe. No, 5. By the time you listen to episode, wait, what episode are we on? We're on 5. This is 4 right now.
Oh, yeah.
By the time you listen to episode 5, it will be 2022. So happy New Year's and
happy New Year's. We hope everyone stays safe, stays healthy, and let us know your guys' New Year's resolutions in the comments. both of us, since we both like run the Instagram for the Mexipino podcast, will be doing a lot more interactive stuff to asking you guys to what you want us to talk about. Yeah, and we want to hear what you guys have in store for yourselves and what you wish to come of the new year.
There we go. I'm Nico Blitz.
I'm Jackie Ramirez.
And this is the Mexipino podcast, everybody. Adios.
Bye.